Hey folks, it's me again. I've had a lot of questions about how I do this, so I decided to add a little video to my work in progress pics on this. What you're currently seeing in front of me is a dress form of my head. Pretty much I still have my lovely girlfriend tape my head up according to my instructions, and I lived. Yes. But basically, doing this part is the easy part. Basically, it's taking saran wrap, wrapping it with saran wrap, of course cutting out a hole for your nose so you can breathe, and then just going ahead and doing not one but 2 layers of duct tape. More than 1 layer because when you go to stuff this bad boy, you want to be able to hold the actual shape of your head. As you can see, that pretty much is the shape of my head. And that's with it empty. Okay, notice I'm going down to my neck area. Very, very important for you to go down to your neck area because it gives you something to rest the entire head on top of. If you're only going to the jawline, you're going to have hella pain later on when you're trying to build stuff upon this, because you don't have no jawline to work off of. Because why? Because that's on the actual table. So you want to have your neck there. It's very, very important. In case you guys are wondering, I used a regular roll of gray duct tape, but for this outside, I actually used Gorilla duct tape. I highly recommend you guys to do it in that way. Don't just get duct tape from, any type of convenience store or whatever and do 2 layers of that. If you do 1 layer of cheap stuff and 1 layer of the good stuff, you'd be surprised how much more strength it gives the entire thing. Very important. Now, the next thing I'm going to do to this is 1 part paper, 1 part expanding foam. Reason being, I'm going to be doing a lot of helmets and armor faces over this, so I wanted to be a little extra tough to just use paper by itself. If I was a person that was a seamstress and I sold a lot of hats, I might just stick with this or even foam, put regular craft foam, put inside there. But since I'm dealing with a lot more tougher materials, even with window fence, I wanted to bend it across this. This has to be really, really sturdy on the inside. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in a little bit of paper. In case you're wondering why I'm putting paper in here all with the expanding foam, well, I found that expanding foam needs air to expand and to cure. If you fill this entire thing, even I say halfway with the expanding foam, some parts of it won't get no air to it, so it won't cure. So you have parts of your head that actually crushes in, instead of, holding the entire shape like it should. And when you're using this stuff, you're supposed to have on gloves. So, I'm going to put some on. Safety first and all that good stuff. Also, make sure you wear some old clothes when using this stuff, just in case by some accident you get some on your clothes, because it's not coming out. Whatever it touches, that's it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I've just put some in here, and real quickly, more paper, and I'm pushing it in there. I'm not just letting it lay on top nicely, I'm Once again, because I want that foam to expand into all the spots in the head that it's supposed to. And you pretty much do it like this. One layer of foam, layer of paper, layer of foam, layer of paper. One more thing about expanding foam, you want to be a little bit careful because it does expand. So you don't want to fill this entire thing up basically. So by having this paper in here like I can have it, it's going to still allow air to basically get inside, which will allow the expanding foam to cure. A lot of folks that have done this haven't really done a paper in here like this. And as a result, they will get pockets that it can cure. And this also is a two-stage process, just so you know. Once this does set and harden, I'm going to go back to it and I'm going to just feel around in the areas that feel a little bit weak. I'm then going to cut a little hole into it, put a little bit more of the expanding foam into it, and let it just sit and ooze out. That way it can fill up that area too. Right. Now I'm being real careful where I put this foam in at, because I don't want it to change the shape of my head. So I'm being careful. Okay, now this stuff takes a couple of hours to cure fully. So once it's done curing, I will get back to you good folks.